Hey, Instagram world. I am going live with one of the Pilates Body Workout Transformation members, Yaa-Hemaa. And I'm going to bring her on in just a moment, but I want to make sure that everyone understands what the Pilates Body Workout Transformation Program is. It is phases of programs divided into 12 weeks where we focus on Pilates 5 days a week, 10,000 steps or the equivalent 7 days a week. We focus on nutrition, sustainable nutrition, no dieting, nothing extreme, nothing that isn't sustainable. This is done with coaching and with accountability all through the Pilates Body Workout app. So you've been hearing a lot from me on what I do and how great I think it is, but really what I think you want to hear is firsthand from an actual member. So I'm going to bring him in here in just one moment. We're going to have a chat about her experience, hey Molly, with Pilates Body Workouts. Hey, how's it going?
I'm doing well. How are you doing?
Good. Happy Tuesday.
Happy Tuesday.
So I just introduced you a little bit, but I would love for you to tell us a little bit about who you are, Yaa-Hemaa.
Sure. So I'm actually fairly new to Pilates, so just sort of over the last year or so. But when not doing PBW, I'm a mom to two kids. They're 2 and 1. And then I'm a public servant by day and sort of have a music side hustle. So do jazz, adult contemporary stuff as well.
Guys,
so,
she's an extraordinary singer. You got to listen to her. I love it. Last year, when you did a lot of holiday tunes, it's amazing, beautiful. Your kids are so lucky. They get like an extra amazing lullaby.
Thanks. They seem to like my voice, so I'm lucky.
Yeah. So maybe you can just tell us a little bit about kind of where you were in your life before you decided to join the Pilates Body Workout Transformation Program.
Sure. At that stage, I was about a year postpartum. So I had my two kids in pretty close succession, pretty much back to back. They're a year and a day apart. And so I had diastasis recti after those two pregnancies. And so really had been focusing on healing my core and getting strong again. But, still wasn't quite where I wanted to be. So it kind of came at the perfect time. Kind of had healed that aspect physically, but wanted more, kind of to feel a bit more like myself again. And so,
absolutely,
yeah, that's how I kind of came into the program.
And what would you say are the 3 greatest benefits or the 3 greatest results that you've seen so far in the transformation program, Yaa-Hemaa?
I mean, strength is a huge aspect. There are a lot of things that I can do now, I feel, that I maybe couldn't do in that first week, or just can do better, maybe even more so. I mean, not that weight loss is everything, but there has been, some of that, which has been really nice. And just like
guys, it's been more than just a sun pat. You've done, you've really put a lot of work in. Yaa-Hemaa's been really consistent. So one of the reasons that she's been so successful in the program is the dedication. So, if we do something consistently, it really amortizes over 7 days a week. And, you've really seen that. But I didn't mean to interrupt you. So maybe 2 more things.
So the strength, weight loss, and just sort of looking and feeling better in my clothes. That's a huge thing. But I think also just sort of a certain level of confidence as well. Like when you are seeing changes, it really makes you want to build on from that. And so that's been a great thing as well.
Yeah, absolutely. Do you find that, the accountability piece and kind of having a plan has been useful for you?
It has been really helpful because I don't have to think about it so much. I feel like in a lot of other aspects of life, like work and family, we all know this as mothers in particular, like your mind is kind of always going. And so just knowing I have a really clear plan, I literally press play and do the work.
Totally.
The 10,000 steps, it's like, okay, well, this is the metric I need to hit, and that's sort of it. And, in the food piece as well, or the nutrition, I should say, it's pretty straightforward just in terms of, what my needs are in that regard.
Yeah, absolutely. I guess what would you maybe say to somebody who's thinking about joining the Pilates Body Workout transformation, but they're kind of on the fence? Is there anything that you might share?
I think one, maybe the easiest way of talking about it is just sort of that level of ease. Like it's really simple and really efficient. And
Yeah,
I like that. Like I'm getting results from it, but it's not complicated in terms of the actual process. You know, it's 20, 30 minutes of Pilates, which is very doable. Like I don't feel, you know, this level of like apprehension. Oh no, I have to do my workout and I hate moving like this. Like it's a nice
for
way of moving.
sure.
And then the 10,000 steps, you know, what I appreciate about it too is that again, it's simple and it's effective and totally doable. You know, we can all,
Yeah,
most of us can walk, you know, if we don't have any mobility issues. So,
true.
yeah,
And
I
that's,
just
yeah,
think that you've made it easy. Yeah.
that was the goal, you know, and I think that so often we are led to believe that we need to do something really extreme, whether it's like go climb a mountain or go do a marathon, or, you know, we're not going to see any meaningful change unless we do something, you know, extreme. And that's not the case. And you're such a prime example of seeing success with just like diligence, 30 minutes a day of Pilates or less, 10,000 steps, sustainable nutrition changes. And I mean, yeah, you're just doing so well. It's so amazing to see. Is there anything that surprised you about the program, or maybe something that, you know, made you really happy or excited about something that you didn't expect with the program?
Yeah, I mean, the nutrition piece I think was probably the most enlightening because maybe I've in the past kind of resisted some of these types of things because
Yeah,
I'm not interested in, you know, 1,200 calorie a day food plans. It's not sustainable,
me
not
neither.
interesting for fun. And actually, you know, some days I'm like, oh, this is actually a lot of food to eat. Like, you know, just being busy and stuff, kind of have
Say
to
it
find
louder.
moments to get it in.
She's
Yeah,
so
no, it's true.
horny.
Yeah, no, it's like I'm not hungry. I'm eating foods that I like and the foods I can eat, you know, what we're having as a family. I don't have to do like a entirely different meal in order to also, you know, meet the nutrition requirements. So, yeah,
Yeah,
the nutrition piece was pretty big for me. Just realizing, yeah, you don't have to starve in order to
yeah.
see, you know, good results.
Yeah, absolutely. And just as everyone's kind of coming in and coming out, if you have any questions, you can put them in the chat while him and I are still together. But that really is a very big aha moment for many of us when we start to look into our nutrition, is that, first of all, hey, Jessica, that we don't need to be hungry. So we don't need to be calorie restricting. We just need to figure out what our body needs and then making sure that we're meeting those needs, but then also looking at the nutrition. So, you know, are we getting enough fat? Are we getting enough carbohydrates? Are we getting enough protein? And then balancing those out. Yeah, really just an extraordinary job. What's next for you? Are you looking forward to the next 12-week phase?
I am. I'm really excited about it. I mean, I definitely have, you know, beyond sort of like weight loss or composition, just like strength goals. And so, yeah,
Yeah,
looking forward to the next 12-week process and kind of seeing like what more can I, you know, what can I reach next, you know, physically. And, you know, there's still
yeah.
some movements that are kind of out of my reach. And yeah, wanting to get closer to be able to do those too.
Yeah, so now that, you know, YaaHemaa is heading towards the end of the first 12-week transformation, this is the kind of the entry level 12 weeks. Then we move into Pilates Body Workout Strong. So that incorporates some strength training movements, a little bit of weights, all Pilates minded, but we really want to see that each 12-week progression that we're doing something different. We always want to be kind of moving towards that carrot that's dangling in front of us. Otherwise, we tend to lose motivation. And I love that you have some specific movements that you're working towards, like the pistol squat. I believe the teaser's on your list from the Pilates programming. So, you know, this is amazing. And sometimes we chase these goals for a long time because they're challenging movements, but it's nice to know that we have something to work toward and then see that progression. Like even now, I know there's some movements that you had really wanted to master at the beginning of the 12-week transformation, and now they seem to be a little bit more fluid. So it's a good marker of transformation. It doesn't always have to be physiological. And I'm so happy to hear that you've seen that.
Yeah, no, it's been great. Yeah, again, you've made it pretty easy to follow. So I appreciate that.
Amazing. Amazing. Well, thank you so much for taking the time to go live with me and speak to the Instagram community a little bit about Pilates body workout transformation. Um, and if anyone has any questions, definitely DM me. We'll address them later. And here's to you and your continued evolution. I'm so proud of you.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, no, I'm really happy with what's happened over the last several weeks. So looking forward to the next stage.
Amazing. Okay, I know you're a busy woman, so I'll let you go. And everybody have a fantastic Tuesday. Bye for now.
Thanks. Bye.